Got my sub gift button up. The fuck is that? I don't even know what that is. You are on the 65 and out plan. Oh shit. Yeah, you're right, dude. I'm not even gonna get the verified. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna be dead before then. Damn. All right, guys. I don't know if y'all knew this or not, but Erika Kirk, I think she has something to do with Charlie's death, man. I don't. She had involvement in it somehow, or and this is just anecdotal or anecdotal, however the fuck you say that. Because she, I don't know. When I watch her, she fucking looks like the tears that she has are not real. She seems like she's moved on way too fast. When she's talking, she doesn't really sound sincere to me, and the tears just seem really fake. And she just seems like she could be one of them evil bitches. What did clavicular catch? I don't know. Maybe if we got time, I'll go back to that. But she was happy about sales after he died. Yeah, well, she was happy about sales, all right. But apparently, Candace is going to let us know because apparently she did an open letter to Erika Kirk, and yeah, I don't know what she's got to say, but I don't know, man. There's something fishy there. Erika just don't look. She doesn't look like a grieving widow. Like she immediately went and made herself the CEO of Turning Point USA. They fired a bunch of people. I don't know. Something weird about it.
All right, you guys, happy Thursday. So Erika Kirk went onto Fox News last night and she made a plea for transparency. And I have to say, I'm totally with her on that one. And I would like to join her in the pursuit of it with an open letter to her. In the same vein, one of the fired TPUSA employees has now posted a public video informing the public of exactly what's been going on behind the scenes and the real reason that they believe that a lot of people were fired. Now, after watching their boss get assassinated and after working 20-hour days, this...
Oh, hey, wait, hold on, time out. 20-hour days? What the fuck? Why were they working 20-hour days? I hope they were getting paid double.
Employee was subjected to a rather bizarre loyalty test. We're going to tell you all about that. So welcome back to Candace.
Is she single? Hey, Tyler's like, hey, I don't give a fuck about Erika Kirk. What about this lady on the screen? Is she single? Damn, dude. No, I don't think she's single, man. I'm sorry. I hate to tell you that.
Let there be light. I mean, at least that was, in a nutshell, what Erika Kirk told the reporter Trace Gallagher in a one-on-one interview regarding what she is hoping to get out of these court proceedings. She wants transparency. Take a listen.
I want there to be no hesitation in understanding.
Like, look at her. Candace, can these nuts fit in her? Oh, Jesus Christ, dude. I don't know. They might be able to. I have no idea. But look at her. I don't know, man. There's something about her. I don't know what it is. There's something about her that just seems so fake. She looks fake. She doesn't look like somebody that's grieving. Maybe she grieved a little bit, but I don't know.
Of what happened to my husband that day. I want there to always be full transparency because what I don't want to have happen is for there not to be. And then I am relying then on social media and other news outlets to explain the narrative rather than saying, hey, this is what.
I know this is kind of wrong, but you know that face he's making right there? Kind of looks like he already seen the bullet coming. She reminds me of the female Terminator. Who, Erika? Yeah, she does. Well, shit, look how I paused it. Look at her face right there. She looks like her jaw's fucked up there. And look at Kurt. He looks like he sees the bullet coming. He's like, oh, shit.
What happened? This is what here's all of the, it's just as hard, all of the facts on the table for you guys to see. And you guys can see on full display what happened to my husband, and there is no ifs, ands, or buts or confusion as to who did it and why.
Greg, we need to talk.
No
No time. Got
confusion,
sales
y'all.
calls to summarize.
You really need to switch to Monday CRM.
I don't believe her at all. That wasn't convincing. I don't know what was hard about
Hey, whether you like Candace Owens or not, I don't believe Erika either. There's more to it, man.
getting that sentence out. That seems remarkably rehearsed. It almost just seems like she forgot a line. Nothing in her eyes there makes you believe it. She's telling the truth, but beyond the eyes, just the actions, right? You can judge people by their actions, Erika. If she truly wanted more transparency, she could provide it, because you don't need it in a courtroom. We actually do not need to turn to the courts to have the public understand what happened on that day, because before the courts even got involved, the first people that had access to exactly what happened in 4K, as Tyler Boyer said, was Turning Point USA. They seized the cameras. They could have said, here, I'm also going to have some private investigators take a look at everything and tell them what they think. I was one of the people that called and personally requested to view the tapes. I said, we don't have to release them. I just want to.
Why would TPUSA not hand over camera footage or video or whatever? Why would they keep that shit under wraps? Why would they do that? That don't make sense. Her ex works for TPUSA? Oh shit. See, I'm telling you, man, there's always an ex somewhere that's fucking things up.
To see the tapes. And they were immediately cagey. They've been cagey about information. They've been changing information for saying, oh, I didn't realize that we lied about this or we lied about that. So making this public plea to the courts, I don't know. I think that it stands in stark contrast to the actions that are available to Erika Kirk as the CEO and chairman of this massive organization.
Why would she make herself CEO and chairman of TPUSA? Like, did she really even have any involvement in it? I mean, I'm sure she did to a certain degree. But why did she make herself CEO? Why wouldn't she make somebody else that was like, I'm sure there had to be somebody that was like right under Charlie. Why ain't he the CEO or she?
But exactly how massive? Anyway, I wanted to write this open letter to Erika because I know.
Oh, she's going to write an open letter to you. Erika, you better be listening. You better be fucking listening. Here comes the open letter. I wonder if she was even qualified. I don't know. She ain't qualified. The only thing she's probably qualified for is being on her knees, honestly.
At Turning Point USA watches every episode of this podcast, and that people then take what I say back to her and they give her notation. So I would appreciate it if the elves at Turning Point USA just let her see this in its entirety. Here we go. Because more information has become available to me. I am feeling, I'm feeling some type of way. Here we go. Ready?
Oh, is she feeling some type of way? All right, Candace fixing to give it to you, Erika. It's coming. I can feel it.
Dear Erika, I thought it best to
Dear Erika, go fuck yourself. I don't know if that's what she's going to say, but
do this publicly. I think public conversations keep everybody honest. And there are some things that certainly need to be clarified, because sometimes the gap between the truth and the lie is what happens behind closed doors. You and Charlie began dating in earnest in 2019, and in retrospect, it was accompanied by a season of a lot of change. For one, I was getting married and virtually, therefore, joined at the hip with my fiance. He was sort of a new third wheel at all of our events. A few months
there you go. That answers your question, Tyler. She ain't single. She's married, man. I'm sorry, Tyler.
later, on May 1st, the public was informed that I was resigning from my position as the communications director of Turning Point USA. Now, there has been...
Wait, whoa, hold on, time out. This tells you how much I don't know. She worked at Candace worked at Turning Point USA at one point? What? I didn't know that. Maybe y'all knew that. I didn't know that.
a lot of public speculation as to what led to that decision. The media ran with it was anti-Semitism or some disagreement about Kanye West, but that wasn't true. None of that was true. The truth, and I think that you very well know what the truth is.
Oh, she can go her man could go missing, kind of like that 84-year-old lady, 84-year-old cooter, just disappeared.
You were around for it, is that Charlie and I had a disagreement, which fractured my trust in him. He did something that he had never done before. He lied to my face about money.
Ooh.
Now, in retrospect, I believe that the manner in which I discovered
Oh, Kirk lied to her face about money. It's always about money, isn't it?
the lie might have been by design, but there's no need for us to delve into conspiracy when the facts are plenty enough. Charlie had taken a meeting down in Florida with Ike Perlmutter at Mar-a-Lago. It was a fundraising meeting. For whatever reason, he did not want me to know about this meeting, and that was strange.
Ooh.
It was meant to be kept a secret. Strange because we had always collaborated on
Why do I get the sense that Charlie and Erika might be fake Christians, y'all? You know how they say they believe in God and they're Christians and like that? I'm beginning to think they might be fake Christians. I don't know. They seem kind of like those type of people, especially Erika. Like in public, she would act like she's all Christian and this and that, but behind closed doors, she's somebody completely different.
and taken those sorts of meetings together. Anyway, I found out about it, and I decided to ask him casually as we were riding up an elevator at the Trump Hotel in D.C. I said to him, have you heard from Ike recently? And he looked me right in the face just as he was getting off on his floor. And he said, no, I haven't. I haven't heard from him in like 2 weeks. And I then said back to him, really, Charlie, because you had lunch with him yesterday at Mar-a-Lago. And I saw his stomach drop. His entire face looked, as if he was going down a roller coaster. He stuck his arm back in the elevator really quickly and tried to explain it away. He then pivoted toward an apology, but obviously the damage was done. And if I'm being honest, I was at
See, and that's it, man. Once somebody lies to you, especially when they lie to you right in front of your face, that relationship is done. Whatever it is, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, whether it's a friend you've had for a long time, if they lie to you straight to your face, that relationship is over. It's done.
as hurt as I was shocked and confused by it because we were close. We did go back down to the lobby. We sat at a table and we talked. I don't even remember whether or not I was angry. I probably was. That does tend to be my choice emotion. But deep down, there was a part of me that knew that it was coming because of a lot of the new hires that were coming into Turning Point USA post Kanye tweet. Charlie had new people in his ear that were hijacking his ambition, making him believe that money was the truest measure of success.
Oh,
Charlie was a brilliant.
money and greed, man. That gets everybody. Yeah, man. You get greedy, especially when you start talking millions of dollars.
Fundraiser. Everybody knows that, but he was also young. He was naive to what the wrong money could invite into his life. And I warned him. I warned him in that restaurant. I warned him specifically about Stacey Sheridan. Everything about her made my skin crawl. And I suspected she and Tyler had something to do with it. I also warned him about Schaefer.
Why do I get the sense that Candace is fixing to tell us what Erika Kirk probably should have told us like a long time ago? Why do I get that feeling?
For security and Dan Flood. You can check the text messages because you have them. And now I am left wondering.
Hey, Erika, she said you got the text messages. Let's see the text messages.
Obviously, if Charlie had heeded my advice, if he would still be alive. I've also come to another realization that
Damn. If Charlie had heeded my advice, he may still be alive. Dang.
I missed at that time. Maybe the newest and the biggest influence in his ear. Who was that? Obviously, it was you. You were the newest and biggest influence in Charlie's life. You kind of all arrived at the same time. And you too, Erika, you lied to my face as we sat down in that hotel and we spoke for 4 hours.
Hey, what's that saying? Bitches will keep other bitches down. Y'all ever heard that saying? And I've actually seen this shit play out. Like I've seen, I'll give you an example. You'll have like two females, right? Say they're best friends. They've been best friends for a long time. They've been single for a long time. One of them gets married. Well, the other one gets jealous because her friend got married. So then they start telling their friend when they're going out on these girls' nights or whatever that, hey, your boyfriend is doing this or he's doing that or he's cheating. And they actually start talking in her ear to get her to divorce her husband. Y'all seen this shit? I've seen this shit play out. Did Candace hire someone to murder Charlie? I don't think so. Not that I'm aware of, anyways.
Course. But I want to be clear, it was different. You see, with Charlie, I could forgive him. We were always like brother and sister who went on tours thereafter. But you didn't do it when you lied. You didn't do it out of naivety. You didn't do it because you were young and being pulled into the wrong direction by bad faith actors. Andrew Colvett was never going rogue.
It's funny that you say that because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, why she got a CIA mug? What's up with that?
You knew that. Every single evil thing that was done to me was done with your blessing. And I consider the onslaught of attacks that I had to endure, they were evil. Because you knew I was telling the truth and you authorized people with an incredible amount of money to attack one of the few people in politics who was actually grieving your husband. You knew we had a deep friendship. You knew I was telling the truth about the Catholic thing, about everything. You allowed these people to lie and to say that Charlie and I hadn't spoken since 2019. I mean, it's crazy how much of a lie that was.
Yeah, that's a crazy lie because I know that Candace and Charlie spoke all the time. Like, whether you like Candace or not, I know her and Charlie were pretty close. I don't trust any one of these people. I think Charlie was murdered by one of them. They were all jealous of him, just my 2 cents. I don't know, man. I think Erika has something to do with it. I honestly do. If she didn't have a hand in it, I think she knew about it, that it knew it was gonna happen. I think she's benefited from it somehow. I just don't know exactly how yet. I mean, I know she becomes CEO, but I think she got a lot of money somehow.
Authorized it, and I now know that. The question is why? It was so cruel. It was so mean, right? Why impart that on someone who you know within a sea of snakes actually cared about Charlie and didn't want anything out of the organization? Maybe it's because I was like a loose end, one person that wasn't controlled by an organization. I'd just kind of proven that I'd rather lose everything to say something that I don't believe, least of all for money. I mean, maybe it's also because you have his phone. And when I revealed...
Wait, hold on. Burgie killed, no, man, it couldn't have been Burgie. No, man. That Robin Tylerster dude, he ain't got no beard like Burge. Maybe they're just pinning it on him. Maybe it was Burge. Maybe he was like behind that guy, further back.
to the public that he had predicted his own death in remarkable detail. Maybe you went back and you read the rest of those messages, the ones that I haven't yet revealed to the public, because in retrospect, those messages they're pretty terrifying because they're precise and it feels prophetic. Charlie was getting...
Damn, so she's got text messages where Charlie was saying that he felt like he was going to get killed. The cardiologist paid the person to kill Charlie. Yeah, probably, dude. Yeah, fuck that cardiologist. Oh, by the way, my grandmother's coming home tomorrow. She's coming home with me tomorrow. So maybe I'll be able to start streaming more once I get her all set up, man.
Gifted, you know that, I know that, and the government most certainly knew that as well since he was a kid, which is why it was at least very interesting to me that you told the New York Times, something that most people didn't pay attention to, but you told the New York Times the night before his murder, Charlie's, and I'm going to quote this, you said that Charlie's adrenal glands were just going off. He couldn't sleep.
During the past 11 days of heartache and anger, Erika Kirk has found herself returning as if by a gravitational pull to a single moment. It is the recollection of how, on what turned out to be the last night of Charlie Kirk, her husband, he was too excited to sleep. His adrenaline glands were just going off. She recalled during an hour-and-a-half interview on Thursday 8 days after Mr. Kirk, 31, one of the nation's preeminent conservative influencers and the founder of you. Okay. Damn, his adrenaline glands were just going off. Uh, I don't know. That don't really tell us anything.
I know enough about Charlie to know what that means. That means that Charlie was being bothered. He was probably having visions like he was in 2018, probably a clearer vision than the one that I had that you guys tried to mock, that danger was coming. And I'm going to go ahead and say that it wasn't about a Jezebel article written by some leftist. Please stop saying that because it's not true. I know Charlie, a leftist article didn't.
So Charlie had visions of something happening to him, and Candace did as well? Huh.
Upset him in this way. Didn't make him call a priest to pray over him. He thought someone was going to kill him. He did. He expressed that in writing. And you did not lose those text messages. You knew that.
Oh, damn. He knew he was going to get killed. And they got text messages. Let's see. I want to see these text messages. Where are they at? Let's see, America. Hey, if Candace knows you got them, they probably done deleted them bitches by now. But I don't know, man. You know, just because you delete stuff on the internet or on your phone, they can always pull that shit back up. Yeah, let's see these text messages.
Charlie and I spoke a lot about his third eye. That's why that sent
His third eye? What's his third eye? I already know what Tyler's going to say the third eye is. My adrenaline glands go off when I see the single 67-year-old Japanese grandma. Oh my gosh. You talking about Christy? Nah, I'm fucking joking, yo.
caught my attention in the article. He spoke about the street lamps that would go off when he would run, about the special school that he had to go to. He spoke about a lot of the things that were strange in our childhood, the testing that both of us had to endure. We spoke about the fact that we could both astral project. You know all of this, of course.
Astral project. Hey, I want to astral project. Hell yeah, I want to astral project. That'd be fucking cool. Be able to like go somewhere, like not even have to leave your house and actually see what's going on. Like I could fucking spy on like everybody, go over to Burge's place, and then Burge get on stream and be like, "Oh yeah, I was doing this the other night." Be like, "No, you wasn't. You were fucking." I don't even want to say what you were doing, Burge. I'm just kidding.
Have his phone, and how surprised we were when we learned that not everybody does that naturally. Sleep paralysis, you name it. We had conversations about it. And if Charlie's adrenal glands were going off, it was probably maybe for the very same reason that I pulled my kids out of school days before he was murdered, because I sensed danger was coming. And since we are being open, I also want you to know that it struck me as odd.
No. Man, Tyler, you want to spy on Candace in her bedroom? Oh my gosh. Dude. Man, see, Tyler be astral projecting for the wrong reasons. He be fucking spying on every woman's house, man. That'd be crazy.
When you said in that interview with Jesse Waters that you wanted Charlie to have a good night's sleep, he was so excited. So you sent him to sleep in his daughter's room.
What?
I know, just registered me as a little.
Wait a minute. He was so excited that Erika sent him to sleep in their daughter's room the night before he was killed. What the fuck? If he's so excited or he's so worried, whatever it was, why would she send him to? Man, I told you she's a bitch. I told you, there's something about Erika. She's a bitch.
Bit backwards. If I wanted my husband to have a good night's sleep because of something he had the next day, I'd probably let him sleep in the room, and I would sleep in my daughter's room. I flagged that. I also thought what was interesting is that you said the next morning when he snuck in, he grabbed his wedding band.
What?
And minor detail, but I asked myself, why was his wedding band off?
Okay, so the night before, she sent him to their daughter's room. Then he came back to get the wedding band. She wasn't even wearing their wedding ring. What'd she do? Make him take it off? Should they have a fight? Like, hey, we're done. Or maybe he was done with her. He's like, man, this bitch is crazy.
But enough with speculation. Here are the facts. I now have verifiable proof in writing that Justin Strife and you lied to me. You know
Ooh,
exactly
she calling you out, Erica. You and Justin Strife. You lied to Candace. Damn.
who Pierre is. Why did Justin Strife say that he had never heard of Pierre? It's crazy. Justin, why would you do that? Justin, you know him. You've met with him. You've personally met with Pierre. Erika,
Who the hell's Pierre? Who's this Pierre guy?
you've met with him in the wake of Charlie's death. I have, again, verifiable proof. So you can call your lawyers. You can spend another billion on PR if you want to. Tell your lawyer to call my lawyer. I mean, you guys certainly have the money to do all.
My name is not Pierre. What the fuck? I'm not Pierre. No, that ain't my name. No, my name is Hala Khabib. That's my name. Hala Khabib. Mike. No, it ain't Mike. It's Hala Khabib.
All these things. It's not going to wipe away the truth. Okay. The truth is that there was a deal on the table with Pierre, who, yes, is from France, born in France. And that deal was worth billions, not millions, billions, plural, billions of
Ooh.
dollars.
Hey, did she get did Erika Kirk get billions of dollars from a French person because of Charlie getting killed? Like, I don't know. We got. I'm trying to piece the puzzle together here.
Just after Charlie was shot, and again, I have proof, Pierre had a phone call with Justin Strife. He also had a phone call with Mr. Don Erika of Turning Point USA down in Tampa. And you know what's really odd? Somehow this Frenchman, Pierre, he knew that Charlie was dead before the rest of the world did. How did he know that? How did he know before I knew? Especially
Oh, damn. Yeah, how did this Pierre guy know that Charlie was dead before the rest of us did? What? So basically, what she's saying, I don't know if you guys caught that, but basically, what she's saying is they lied to Candace about them meeting, and apparently, Erika Kirk was meeting with this Pierre guy, and the Pierre guy, after Charlie was shot, knew before the rest of the world knew that Charlie was dead, and then a few days later, they put like a billion or billions of dollars into TPUSA. That's fucking crazy.
because he wasn't yet a donor to Turning Point USA. Why was he given so much priority? Frenchman. I'm interested. I know that after Charlie died, that deal went through.
Ooh, damn. So after Charlie died, that deal went through. This $1 billion deal. Damn, I told you she's fucking snake, dude.
I mean, if I'm lying, this would definitely fall within the category of defamation. So, yeah, I'm all in on this one. I'm guessing, by the way, regarding this, Pierre, that this might be the reason that the White House never got back to me regarding the French Foreign Legion being involved with Charlie's assassination.
Oh, shit.
Because, I don't know, there could be a French angle here. Could this be a motive? Could billions of dollars be a motive? I mean, I'll just ask some immediate questions. My question would be, why would a devout Catholic Frenchman be looking to give billions of dollars to an evangelical organization? Is that not weird? Just objectively weird?
Yeah, that's a good question. I want to know the answer to that too, man. Damn. Yeah, I'll have to check out that drawing for sure of Candace.
Gosh, that's a pretty big investment. Just really care about free market capitalism? What's France got to do with college campuses in America, full stop? The answer, Erika, is nothing.
That's right, Erica. The French don't have shit to do with college campuses here in America. So what the fuck's going on?
Nothing. And one of the things that when I was a kid, and other GATE kids, since we've been speaking about the GATE program, when they put you in these special classes, they test you, frequencies, sounds. They made us drink fluoride, all the weird stuff. But one of the things that they're especially interested in is how quickly you can put together puzzles. And I want you to know that I excelled at that. I was really good at putting together puzzles.
Yeah, Erica, you better be fucking scared. She can do puzzles, and she's good at putting them together fast. You better watch out. I don't know if I'd be flexing on that one. I don't know if that's too much of a flex. I'm good at putting puzzles together. Okay, well, that don't mean shit.
I gotta tell you, I think the picture is starting to emerge here. I think I was right. My best guess is that it was Pierre Falcone all along of Angola Gate. We talked about it on the show. France, Israel, the United States. This time it would be Egypt rather than Angola, all working together. Maybe they were getting the band back together to traffic because, there's been a lot of trafficking that just keeps coming up in this investigation. These countries, these satellite of countries, you trying to pretend with your billions of dollars, got a PR, we can do all of this. And it was so crazy. Oh my God. A little joke about the Egyptian planes. What? Nothing to see here. This is my theory. There's a lot to see here because you were lying to cover Bibi Netanyahu's tracks. That's very strange. You were there when Bibi Netanyahu called. Andrew told me that Bibi offered to take Turning Point USA to the next level and that Charlie...
Whoa, wait a minute. What would Bibi Netanyahu have to do? Why would he be... Okay, hold on. Time out. Why would Bibi Netanyahu be looking to take Turning Point USA to the next level? What the fuck does Israel got to do with Turning Point USA?
Turned him down in the Hamptons at the dinner that you were a part of, but you don't remember that part. You say he's just calling about a letter that Charlie wrote 5 months earlier. The dinner that you thereafter allowed an army of influencers to claim never actually happened, but you were there. Oh, I was there every step of the way. None of this ever happened. Nobody wanted to address Bibi calling. Nobody made any statements about that.
Yo, why is Israel calling I drew Erika too? Man, I gotta see that one. Hopefully she looks like a gremlin. That'd be a good picture of her.
Full-blown psyop, psychological operation. Truly, everything that you guys did, not only was it cruel, but I think the real motivation was you just thought you could psychologically break me. Because that's what this whole thing has been. It's been one big psyop. Very well funded because there's a lot of money on the line. If nothing happened in the Hamptons that was out of the usual.
So is that why she's on TV so much? Because it's really weird. This is why I think there's something going on here. Because you didn't see much, while Charlie was alive, you didn't see much of Erika. Like, you'd see her here and there. But a lot of people didn't even know who Charlie's wife was. Like, you didn't see her on TV. Now that he's dead, she becomes the CEO, or makes herself the CEO of Turning Point USA. Apparently, she got $1 billion from this Pierre guy after he died. And now you see her on TV all the time. On Fox, on this and that, like all these different shows. I don't know, man. Something up.
Why the panic? Because something did happen. Charlie told Bibi Netanyahu no. Bibi.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that why he got killed? Charlie told Bibi Netanyahu no. Is that why he got killed?
Also, Charlie had declined to have Bibi on his podcast. When Bibi went on a little PR tour, Charlie didn't want to have him on the podcast, according to Andrew.
Number 1, peak shelter built on cliffs, unreachable to zombies.
So Charlie...
What if Israel was behind this all along? And Erika knew about it? Oh, shit.
Seems pretty done with Israel, right? You don't want to have on the prime minister of Israel? But the obvious question here at the media is not interested in, but I certainly am. is in exchange for what, right? In exchange for what was Bibi Netanyahu going to take Turning Point USA to the next level? In exchange for what? And also, how was he planning to get that money into the company? Turning Point was already worth $100 million. Supposedly $100 million annually. What does the next level mean? It's
$100 million annually. God dang. Shit, they were raking in the money. Yeah, Charlie was raking in the money.
Sounds like it would have to be billions. Via whom? My guess is Pierre. Erika.
Yeah, it's this Pierre guy. Fuck this Pierre guy. He's behind it. Now we know who it was. It's this Pierre dude.
I think that there's a reason Pierre knew that Charlie was dead first. I think there's a reason he was a priority. How?
Yeah, why did Pierre know that Charlie was dead first? And who would have told him? Who would have called him to tell him if he wasn't there and actually seen Charlie get shot? Did Erika call him and tell him?
Why? I think France and Israel are involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. And I'm going to put...
France and Israel are involved in Charlie Kirk's assassination. You know, there was people saying that, and I always heard Erika say, no, he's always downplaying it. Maybe it's true. Kind of like they did with the COVID thing. You know, everybody said, oh, well, it came out of the lab in the Wuhan lab. And they were like, oh, no, not at all. And then come to find out that's where it came from, you know?
That out there with full confidence. I also now have very strong evidence which suggests that you lied about your whereabouts on the morning of September 10th. Little details have been edited. You said that you were accompanying your mother as she was receiving a treatment. Like I said, I now have something which strongly disputes that narrative. So I'll ask you this question on behalf of the world. What the hell happened on September 10th? Why are you guys...
Why would Erika lie about where she was on September 10th when Charlie was shot? Dang. Yeah, Erika's hiding something, boy. Why would she have to lie about where she was?
Guys struggling to get your story straight. Why did you tell Jesse Waters this?
And you wanted to see Charlie immediately.
Look at that. Look, this is what I'm talking about. Does that look like real tears to y'all? That don't look like real tears to me. It looks, I don't know, man. I've seen people that are grieving, man. They've actually got tears running down their face. They can barely hold it together. She's got like watery eyes, and she's always able to hold it together. She just don't seem like a grieving widow to me. I don't know.
And came up.
I'm not buying it.
Take us through that.
We landed in Utah, went straight to the hospital.
Straight to the hospital? Andrew told me that when he deplaned, you guys embraced on the tarmac and he boohoo cried in your arms because he had so much pent up anxiety. So just given the planes, which you confirmed to me, which plane he was on and which plane you were on, that would mean that you had to wait for Andrew to land for an hour. You waited for an hour.
Damn.
Don't do the thing where you tell me that Andrew went rogue. Don't do that, Erika. You're lying. You would be lying. The question is why? Why did you wait? And how long did you wait? And who was on the Egyptian planes? Who took off to Delaware? Who stayed behind to communicate on that second plane that was transponding for no reason? I think you know what I know, which is that I'm going to find out. This is not going to be a never-ending mystery. This is not going to be the JFK story. I'm going to figure out exactly what happened, and I'm getting very close, against all odds, against billions. You might have the billions, but I have the truth.
Dang, you got the billions, but I got the truth. Man, the truth will set you free, y'all. Y'all ever heard that saying? The truth will set you free. You got billions, but I got the truth, man. The truth always comes out eventually. It always comes out. You can lie and lie and lie, but the truth always comes out eventually.
So that's what I wanted to say to you. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, inflation has been sky.
Okay, we don't need to know about your inflation and your promotion there. We'll skip through that. I don't need skincare. My skin is just fine. Thank you.
At checkout to save $30 off plus free shipping. That's twc.health/Candace. By the way, I forgot to mention, Erika, if you could do me a favor. Doug DeGroot, that board member that announced you as the CEO.
Yeah, the JFK thing was solved. He's dead. Case closed. Problem solved. Nothing to see here. He's dead. It's solved.
You made it really biblical. Could you send him my regards? I know he was meeting with Mikey the other day. They were discussing how to invest money. It's so weird. Mikey went straight from high school, was just Charlie's intern assistant, and now he's sitting down with board members and discussing how they should invest into restaurants. Just send him my regards because we're everywhere and we're watching and we're listening. The whole world is invested in solving this, and so hi, Doug. Anyway,
hi, Doug. I don't know who Doug is, but hi, Doug. Yeah. Hi, Doug. We see you. We're watching you.
I wanted to also play for you guys. We had been wondering what was going on behind the scenes at Turning Point USA. We told you about the firings that have been happening, people that were hardly given an excuse as to why they were fired. And I, in particular, told you a story about one young woman who had worked there for, I think, 4 or 5 years and got fired over or questioned over an Uber ride. Well, she has now dropped a video, and I'm going to play it about 5.
Wait, a Turning Point USA employee got fired over an Uber ride? What?
Minutes of this video so you can listen to her describe what happened to her because it gives us insight into how this company is running with Charlie gone and with Erika at the helm of it. Take a listen.
My warrior of light, walk free and bear the light for others.
My name is Aubrey Light.
Is that where Charlie went to? He's in Final Fantasy 14 now?
And I am the former public relations manager for Turning Point USA. And I was a part of the recent kind of mass termination group at Turning Point, and was let go about 3 weeks ago. And at the time of my release, I was working for the ATK company, which is spokesman Andrew Colvet's private business that contracts out with the Turning Point kind of ecosystem. So encompassing of Turning Point USA and Turning Point Action. I was working directly for him. Prior to that, I did work for Turning Point USA. So I've been with the organization since 2021, September 10th, 2025. Obviously, it was an extreme.
Well, damn, she didn't stay there long. So she was there from 2021 to just recently fired. So she was only there a few years. Chrissy, I'm going to make your drawing of me a emote for my stream. I don't know. I'm gonna have to investigate that shit. I see people make their own emotes and shit. I don't know how to do that.
Traumatizing day for everyone. I think pretty much everyone in the world with any amount of sanity was slightly traumatized by what they saw. It was an extremely traumatizing day for me. And I worked nonstop. My phone received hundreds of phone calls on September 10th, thousands of text messages. In December, we obviously had America Fest here in Phoenix, Arizona, and that was nonstop work too. And so really it's just been go, go, go for almost the past 6 months. During the memorial, for example, I literally did not sleep for over 48 hours. Despite all of that, I want to...
48 hours. Stayed up for 48 hours working and then get fired. If Candace is not single, If Candace is not single, is she? I don't know. She might. Maybe she is.
Go ahead and fast forward to my termination, which took place about 3 weeks ago. And I was brought into an office to have a discussion.
Wait a minute. She didn't get terminated. If she was terminated, she'd be dead. Her termination. She ain't dead. She's sitting here talking to us. So she didn't get terminated.
Discussion just generally about my employment. It was myself, Andrew Colvet, and Marina Muniz, who is the CMO of Turning Point USA, who I used to work for when I was just full-time with Turning Point. They sat me down and told me that there were 2 instances they wanted to talk to me about, one of which is pretty irrelevant to this timeline, so I'm just going to talk about the one, which was an Uber ride. What was told to me was that a Turning Point executive got into an Uber one day and they randomly just kind of started talking about Turning Point. And the executive asked the driver, what do you think about Turning Point? And the driver proceeded to tell the Turning Point executive, well, it's just really sad. I've heard the organization's really going downhill. There's not really a direction, and nobody likes Erika. And the Turning Point executive.
Hey, nobody at Turning Point USA likes Erika. Welcome to the club, man. I'm beginning to think the rest of the world's starting to not like her. I felt sorry for her at first, but the more I'm learning about this shit, the more I'm starting to think she had not necessarily something to do with it, but she probably knew about it. Yeah, they don't like Erika. Shit. Hell, if the employees don't like, hey, that's enough for me. If the employees don't like her, I don't like her either.
Proceeded to ask this Uber driver, well, who told you that? And the Uber driver told the Turning Point executive that his daughter was good friends with a girl that worked at Turning Point way back when in high school. They had spoken about Turning Point since Charlie's assassination, and that, this was told to him by his daughter. And the Turning Point executive, of course, asked, well, what's the employee's name? And the Uber driver allegedly said, Aubrey. Aubrey who? Aubrey Leitch.
Oh, and shit.
The story was presented
so because of that, she got fired.
To me as one of the reasons for my termination. Turning Point has not insinuated this. They never told me anything like this. However, I just have a gut feeling that I was terminated from Turning Point because I am questioning the narrative of what happened to my role model and CEO, Charlie Kirk, on the day of his assassination.
Dang. I think a lot of people are questioning Charlie Kirk's assassination. Everything about it just I don't know, man. Was the Tyler Robinson dude, was he the one that pulled the trigger? Probably, yeah. But there's got to be more behind the scenes that's going on. Christy drew you with your Seriously shirt on? Did she really? With the South Park one that says, seriously, you guys? That'd be funny as hell, man. I'd like to see that.
From my own experience, that
what
you can't question.
Wait, hold on. Where can I see this at? Where can I see it at? I need to see this thing. Yeah, I need to see it. It's on my Discord. Oh, shit. I'll check it out later, man. Yeah, I gotta see that. That'd be fucking hilarious. It's probably drew me looking like Cartman with a fucking fedora on. That would be funny. Yeah, draw Cartman with a fedora. Seriously, you guys?
The narrative and work at Turning Point. That is how I feel. That is how...
I have beady eyes. What? Why do I got beady eyes? Are my eyes bitty? Beady? Bitty? I don't know. Holy shit. Are my eyes beady? Oh no. I got beady eyes. Damn.
Other people I've talked to feel it goes against everything that Charlie ever stood for. I'm going to take action. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to talk to other people. And I refuse to apologize for having my own freedom of thought, which is something that Charlie ingrained in me and so many other young people.
First and foremost, just want to say the idea of being brought into an office and questioned by your boss about something an Uber driver said. What is this, Gossip Girl? I mean, what's...
That's a really stupid thing to get fired over. Over something that was said during an Uber ride. Chrissy, the drawing of Burgess kind of looks like if he was a hippie. He kind of does look like a hippie. I don't know if Tyler was around then. Maybe he was, but there was one time. This is like early on when I first started streaming, and I only had like 8 followers. There was a guy that came in and was giving him shit. And was telling him, he was like, I had to run the guy out, man. I was cussing that dude out, but he was sitting there. He's like, man, you're just a hippie. You're a fucking hippie, man. And it was just giving him shit. He's like, you look like a hippie. You dress like a hippie. I was like, oh shit. I had to run that dude out of there because Burge wasn't running him out, man. Burge is too nice. Like he wouldn't say anything to the guy. So I was in there fighting the fight for him.
CW show are we watching here where you get pulled in and asked a question about what you said to an Uber driver? Maybe. I mean, maybe she said it, maybe she didn't say it. But isn't it kind of your right to go home and talk trash about work? Isn't that kind of what everybody does when they leave? I assume. I know I'm lovely, but I'm sure that people.
I don't know anybody that talks nice about work. I don't know anybody that says, "Hey, I love my job. I love where I work. I love what I do." Man, everybody complains about their job. Nobody likes their job.
In the control room go and they vent about work in general because that's a normal thing to do. The idea of a CMO asking questions to an Uber driver is bonkers. Okay, these are loyalty tests and these people are completely and utterly deranged. Secondly, I want to say this. Even if every employee was terrible, like actually deserved to be fired from their job, I would probably, after pulling in $250 million, say, we got to hold for a year because they just literally watched Charlie Kirk be assassinated. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good point. If they just pulled in $250 million, why not just give some time off to all the employees so everybody can grieve and just kind of take some time to reset? That's a good point.
A degree of respectability there, like a grieving period for a year. We're going to make sure there's no other transitions in your life and keep things solid. No, they just were like, peace out. And I think she's right. I think in the end there, when she says that this was actually motivated by them going after people who they suspected were not loyal to Erika or people that didn't seem to fully buy what happened on September.
Oh, so Erika's firing all the people that ain't loyal to her. So if they don't like Erika, she's getting rid of their ass. Damn, I told you she's a bitch.
September 10th, which by the way is everyone. They're going to just have to get rid of everyone. And I think eventually they will and start anew. The entire world. I don't even know who they're going to bring in their place. I see they're advertising now. No one is buying what the feds are selling. No one is buying what Erika is selling. Nobody is buying what any person is trying to sell to us about what took place on September 10th. Okay. So I don't.
I'm not buying it either. I don't buy it for 1 second. Something about her is off. She's so fake.
I don't see what direction they're heading into. I have no idea what the organization is going to become, but I'm getting closer. I'm getting real close to understanding what happened. I think just going through the questions, the who, the what, the when, the where, the why. I think lying about knowing Pierre, Justin Strife, that signals to me that there's a fear. Why didn't you want us to know about Pierre?
Right.
Because if he was just...
Yeah, if they got to lie about it, then there's something there. I mean, I've learned that a long time ago. If somebody's lying about something and you find out they're lying about it, there's a reason they were lying about it.
Somebody who was going to give billions of dollars, you just be like, oh yeah, I spoke to him. Like I've been in communication. He just happened to call me at that time. If I may issue you guys a report card, far be it from me to do this. This is where you got...
Tyler, I knew it was you, man. I knew you're the one who took out Charlie Kirk. Like, Charlie was astral projecting into your game and you fucking shot him in the neck, dude. What the fuck, man? Why'd you kill him? You killed him in Call of Duty. He was astral projecting into your game, dude.
Guys messed up. Stupid lies, not behaving in the way... Forget everybody grieves differently. Nobody grieves in the manner of allowing people who were actually enemies of your husband to open up AmFest. Like that, if I'm being honest, the first moment that I went, oh, something is very wrong, was when Ben became the defender of Charlie Kirk. I mean, I just knew too much. It's like, whoa. Why is Ben pressing Megyn Kelly, pretending that he cares about Charlie Kirk? This is bizarre.
You know, I know that. I know Ben Shapiro had opened up for whatever that conference was that she just said. And I knew Charlie and Ben didn't get along. So I'm with her. I'm like, why would Erika let people that her husband didn't like, now all of a sudden they're opening for their company? That's kind of fucked up. On 9/11, I was in second grade when the planes hit the Twin Towers. I know where I was when that happened. I was in 12th grade. I was in my senior year at high school, and I was watching it on TV because that's all anybody was doing in my school. Every class we went to, they just had the TV on, was just watching it. So yeah, I was a senior in high school when that happened.
This is literally upside down land. That's when I said, okay, Israel's involved, because every time you see Ben, you just assume Israel's involved. He's also, by the way, randomly doing things about Korea right now, breaking down what's going on in Korea. There's also this Korean angle that's not making sense. You fumbled the ball there. If I was running the game, I'd say, hey, let's pretend we're only.
I am old, man. I am old. I never thought I would say that too, man. Shit, I don't even know. Am I 41 or 42? I don't even know how fucking old I am. Let's see, 84, 94, Gramps. Yeah, I'm a Gramps. I guess you could say. Let's see, 84, 94, 2004, 2014, 2024, 41. See, I don't even know how old I am. I don't even keep track. Once I got past 35, I just quit even counting.
Going to allow Charlie's friends around because we're actually grieving. This is where the PR went sideways. It just seemed like a pay to play is what AmFest looked like, and it looked like people that were pay.
No fucking way, dude. There's no way Christy's 40 years old. No way. Midgets don't live that long. They can't. Midgets make it to 25 and then they're done. There ain't no fucking way. I'm joking.
Paying Israel, right? It seemed like Israel was paying. Maybe I would have also waited to drop the Shabbat Shalom book, maybe while.
Yeah, Tyler, you missed the good stuff, man. Yeah, you should have been born in the 80s, man, so you could have seen what the world was like before before the internet and cell phones and social media. Man, that was good times, man. Used to be, if you wanted to talk to somebody, you actually had to go visit them. You actually had to go to their house, actually see them in person. Now you ain't got to go see nobody. Nobody goes to see anybody. They're just texting, calling, whatever, FaceTiming. Yeah, Christy's a midget wizard. Yeah. Yeah, we'd pass notes in class. We would shit, man. I don't know, man. I just, in a way, I understand. I'm glad there's pros and cons. It was nice when you could actually, everybody wasn't looking at their phones. Everybody wasn't on the internet. People were going outside. I used to ride my bike all the time. I was into BMX. You know, I don't know, man. It was just different. And the way you knew to get home, or you knew to be home. See, now they got cell phones. They could just call their, yeah, me too, outside all the time. Yeah, I was outside all the time, riding my bike, man, with my friends, getting in trouble. I'm lucky I didn't end up in jail, man, because some of them really got me fucked up. My mom was born in 75. My mom was born in 65. And my grandmother, she was born in 43. Yeah, she just turned 82 last October. You was outside as a kid? Yeah, I was outside, man. My mom was born in 1950. Damn.
People in the air were going, feel like BB maybe did it because he's saying he didn't. And it's kind of weird to feel like you have to say you didn't. I would have said, maybe let's roll the book out Q1 2026. And maybe let's not do it with Barry Weiss. I feel like that's not Charlie's.
I got all y'all beat, man. My great, 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 great grandfather was Ulysses S. Grant in 1750. I win, bitches.
funny. But you guys didn't do that. You kind of like went right in there. So it seemed, I think you guys fumbled a bit there. Silly lies, lies that didn't really make sense. And I don't know, thinking that we were going to accept that like Laura Loomer and Ben Shapiro were now the friends of Charlie Kirk, and the people that were actually his friends were his enemies, attacking Tucker Carlson, demanding he get canceled, me attacking me nonstop. You fumbled. I think you fumbled in the performance. I am not sold on it. And
no, you don't have me beat, Tyler. I'm sorry. You can't beat me. There's no way you could beat me. Ulysses or Ulysses S. Did I just say Ulysses ass? Ulysses S. Grant was my great 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 grandfather. Yeah, I got you beat, man. Ulysses. Yeah, that's exactly how it came out. My great 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 grandmother was Cleopatra. Man, she wasn't Cleopatra. Wasn't Cleopatra black? Wasn't she black? Maybe I'm wrong.
with what
My great great grandmother was Aunt Jemima. Yeah, Aunt Jemima.
I know and what I'm getting close to, I don't think there will be a person in the world that's sold on it. So other than the people you bought and purchased, who are going to become very obvious in the coming weeks, is what I will say. Anyway, I saw that Tim Dillon wrapped his show where he was lamenting.
Oh, Tim Dillon. I like Tim Dillon.
So fake. Everything is so fake, and that is how it has felt from start to finish here. Everything that it feels like, as he says, we are just kind of watching a really bad reality show, and you're wondering when they're going to stop, when they're going to admit that they lied about everything, but they just kind of keep going. Here's what Tim Dillon had to say.
Yeah, what Tim Dillon have to say?
We're very liberal are now very right wing, and they'll be very liberal, and they don't care. They don't care. And then the people that came to power criticizing free speech, criticizing the lack of free speech on social media are now shutting down free speech on social media. So it's obvious that a lot of this is fake. And it's performative. It's a show. It's a reality show.
Yeah. 100%.
I mean, it's not necessarily the funniest episode we've done, but it is the truth. It is what's happening. It is what's happening. And in this time,
you know, it's funny that you bring it. What did Tyler say? He said you're Hitler. He said she's fucking Hitler. That's what he said. Oh my gosh. Oh man, I can't believe I'm already I can picture I can already picture Christy like she's fucking with her hand like this. I can see it. I can fucking see it stomping around the house. That's how you know when she's bad. She's stomping around the house with her hand up. Like, oh shit, Christy's mad.
you can really only trust one person. There's one person that I trust in this time. There's only one person I trust, and it's Erika Kirk.
Wait, no.
Good
no,
night.
Nobody trusts Erika Kirk. The fuck's he talking about? Tim Dillon, you crazy. Nobody trusts her.
The comedians. I trust that Erika Kirk, with the $250 million a Turning Point earned off of the back of their employees who are working 20-hour days and a sympathetic public. Well, sadly, those employees that were fired.
And then they wonder why people are killing their bosses and CEOs of companies. Could you imagine if you were one of the employees that helped make Turning Point USA $250 million for that year, and then they fire your ass? And then they wonder why the CEOs are getting shot up.
Not even given an excuse. At least Aubrey got an excuse. Some of them got nothing, as we showed you. Are now starting a GoFundMe because they didn't get anything. They didn't get a bonus. They got nothing. and they have put this up on GoFundMe. The Purge Fallout Fund, I believe, this is supporting 8 employees. And so
oh yeah, 100%, because that's money in her pocket. Yeah, she'd be super excited for merchandise sales. Was that like, okay, never mind.
So I wanted to promote this, and I'm hopeful that Erika can donate to it. Maybe, I mean, could they get $100 for 20-hour days? Get $100 so they can get a grieving count.
Yeah, Erika, donate to it for your employees. Can they at least get $100 of the billions you probably got right now? Charlie Quirk. Charlie Quirk. Erika Quirk.
So maybe he can buy himself a dog to pet. I think that would be great if Turning Point USA. I can't believe that they raised $250,000 and these people are on GoFundMe. It's so far beyond the realm of okay. It's just so evil. It's all so evil.
Yeah.
That we're going to have to donate. It's us, everybody. If you got $1 to support these employees who were traumatized of watching their employer die, got 0 days off, then had to work 20-hour days.
Damn. Man, that'd be fucked up. I'm glad I wouldn't work for Turning Point USA, man. If they're making their employees do 20-hour days after he got shot, didn't give him no days off, didn't even give him bonuses. If Gangster was in your stream last night, he would know what the SS Starfish is. Charlie Twerk. What's the SS Starfish? Was this like a boat that she built? Sounds like a boat. The SS Starfish.
The end of the year through to AmFest, and then got fired without a reason. If you would like to support these employees, and you should, I'm certainly going to, you can head to the Purge Fallout GoFundMe campaign. We will take a brief break and we'll be right back. All right, you guys, do you owe back tax?
We are going to, do y'all owe back taxes? Y'all better pay up if you owe back taxes now. Government don't play with that shit.
Down there.
Yo!
Who knows? We're going to...
That was Charlie killing all his enemies.
To figure this out. If you know something, more tips at CandaceOwens.com. I have so much more for you guys. I have been slow playing this, obviously, because they wanted to pressure me to put everything out instantly, but I'm not an idiot. I need to know every single person at that company who betrayed Charlie.
How do we know that Candace isn't an idiot? I don't think she is, but how do we know she's not? Look how it paused. Look at her face. Look at her face. She looks like she's high or she's fucking on drugs. Holy shit. Look at her. Look at her face. That was a good place to pause. She looks like a goat. Oh my gosh. Her eyes are like far apart. I know. That was, man, I couldn't have timed that any better. That's a good screenshot right there. You could take that screenshot and then put it up on social media. Be like, is Candace on drugs? Is she doing drugs?
I need to know every single one of them. I need to know the good guys and the bad guys. And anyways, what I have to show you.
Wait, what drawing? What drawing do I need to see? The one you did of me? Or this SS Starfish?
You guys next week is just going to completely blow your minds because I'm beginning to work through how it all worked. And Charlie was completely and utterly infiltrated. Like I said, I know for a fact that $1 billion deal was real. It was not imagined. Erika and Justin Strife know exactly who Pierre is. Justin has met with Pierre. So is Erika. If you'd like to support our independent work, you guys can head to the website. You can go to CandaceOwens.com. You can buy.
Hey, I like Candace already. Look at this. Look at her merch. Make him a sandwich. Hey, hell yeah, Candace. I'm on her team already. I don't give a fuck if y'all don't like her or not. She's on my team. Make him a sandwich. Hey. Yeah, I like her merch.
New kits, gear, New merch always available. Also, the documentary "What a Woman Is" available for free on our website until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. So feel free.
Wait, hold on. What was that? The world is. You can make me a sandwich. Hold on, I gotta go back. What was that other one? What was that other T-shirt? God dang it! Hold on, let's see.
Also, the documentary "What a Woman Is" available for free on our website.
I told the priest I would chill. Oh shit! I told the priest I would chill.
Until 9 p.m. Eastern tonight, so feel free to watch that. And we also, by the way, we have now a Spanish, a Portuguese, and a French channel.
No, it didn't say the world is Cheeto. It said the world is ghetto. The world is ghetto, which I can semi-agree with that. Yeah, the world is ghetto. Yeah, the world is Cheetos. I'm gonna go out and eat me some Cheetos. Cheetos everywhere.
Good thing we have a French channel because France is very involved. My instincts were correct. And how did I get there? Well, following the Egyptian planes. LOL. Ha 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 ha. Right, Erika? Nobody from Egypt.
LOL. LOL.
Yeah. What about Israel? A lot of countries donating, I bet. Top.
Hey, why is she doing that fake laugh?
Comment from last episode is, can we stop calling them elites and refer to them instead as the deletes? And we should just
Oh, she told y'all not the elites. They're the deletes. Give me my cheesy puffs. Oh boy, I like cheesy puffs too. I don't eat them very much often though.
Could refer to them as the cult, the satanic cult. I totally agree with you on that. Let's get some of your comments from today's episode. We have Courtsy, who is writing, I read that. Corey Henry wrote, Candace, I love you. This is The Truman Show. That's why Andrew said, Candace, it was supposed to be you. That was a part, I think, of a very well-planned effort to psychologically traumatize.
Is she part of the elites, though? How do we know that she's part of the elites? We don't know. I mean, at least I don't know. Maybe she is. I don't know. But how do we know?